Project Scope Management. Chapter 5 from PM Book 6, a project management body of knowledge guide for project management profession by project management. Well, scoping. Scope means a lot of things. Scope means project scope, scope means product scope, scope means requirements, scope means the customers and stakeholders wants and needs. Scope has scope covers so many things that sometimes it's a challenge to understand what how to do a scoping and requirement stuff well. It is not something that comes natural to many people, because it is reading between lines. It is going beyond your comfort zone to understand what customer or supplier or stakeholder is actually expecting. It is about a lot of research regarding the final product that should look like. It is about owning that leadership. It is about being in that leadership role where you will own the final outcome of the product. It is about being the business understanding so that you can appreciate the reason behind the product development. It is so many things. So it does not even matter what kind of requirement or name you may want to call them: functional, not non-functional, system, transitional, explicit, implicit, whatever. You have to get all these kind of requirements when you are part of the project scope management. It's a difficult job, and let me tell you, all cannot do it. But if you follow the best practices assigned and identified by this book, you may able to do well. It is about what your internal or external customer want, then figuring out from what they say they want, then what they actually need. So it's an understanding of a customer also. So how they are actually planning, portraying, and putting their personal problem. And yes, here we are saying that you are a doctor to him, you are a doctor to her. So you need to identify what is an actual problem, and you need to read between the lines to get the actual want. And above all, you need to write it and keep it up to the date, because there is a learning curve going on. The second you would tell him that, sir, this is what you actually want, or you would show him through prototyping or storyboarding or any other uh, facilitated workshop process, his learning curve is actually getting better. You are actually now telling him that what else could happen, what else could be delivered as part of the project. So I am sure many of you must be having a hard time doing this scoping and requirement as well. So as we are saying, each goal is accomplished. You confirm that all of the work has been done and make sure that the people who ask for it are satisfied and the result. So in short, in as a one-liner, we need to make sure that when each goal is accomplished, we have the success criteria in our hand. We can take it to the customer or the stakeholder or the people who have identified it at the beginning, and tell them, sir, this is what we have done, this is what you have asked for, and these are the results. So are you satisfied? One thing is that you have actually given whatever is written on the paper in terms of technicality, in terms of contractual terms. but the supply or but the customer or stakeholder is not satisfied. So now what would you do that? That is why throughout the project, PMI suggested through communication and stakeholder management that you need to be proactive in terms of identifying the things. You need to be proactive in terms of making sure that whatever status or process or progress you are in, you keep the stakeholders involved, and you have a very strong mechanism for feedback.